everyone. Today I am going to teach you about the Bitcoin Slingshot and known pump and dump times of Bitcoin. If you can take advantage of these times of day, you can make a ton of money. Instead of me telling you myself, we're going to go live into my Discord and we're going to have the real traders that you see all the time posting in my testimonial room joining us to help you learn about the Bitcoin Slingshot, the AM pumps, and how the markets try to fake you out. Below the video is a link to Bitunex. This is where we trade on, and more importantly, a link to my very exclusive Discord community. This is an all-access pass. We have been here for 7 years. Just click the button and join us. You can watch these preview videos, but now we're going to have everyone join us live, and you'll learn what I've taught them. I have a room here called Legends. Okay, when you land, you're going to land in the non-trading room. You're going to be able to see the daily trade updates and everything. You're going to be able to see the Oracle testimonials. All of these people, okay, right now, in real time, they are trading, look, 100%, 20%, 75%, 57%, altcoins, destroying them. So let's invite them from the live chat to here with us. And you can listen like a podcast and learn. If you'd like to join below, there's no cost, there's nothing. Get a free 5-day pass, watch my DTU, daily trading updates, everything. Epic. They come. TPW is a legend of trading altcoins. We should speak to him, okay? He is there. They're all coming from the live chat now. TPW rips altcoins like you've never seen before. He's a legend in this testimonial room. Right now, you're going to learn from the legends. Sit back and see what you've never experienced before. One more time, click show more into the video. Join us. Grab the free pass. Discord will ask for your phone number. It's only a security thing. Okay? I'll never call you. Nobody will ever bother you. It's Discord.
Good morning, Al.
Hey, everyone. I was wondering why I didn't hear you. I had the wrong headphones in.
Hey everyone.
Morning.
Yes, good morning. Good morning.
Morning, guys.
So was today a good learning day for you? You know what? I want to talk to specific people first. Why does my camera not show like that? Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Bust a Lime. Bro, you there?
Yeah.
You've been with us for
I'm here.
You've been with us for a long time. Did you learn?
Correct.
What did you see this morning with the slingshot of Bitcoin? Did you catch that? How when there's a known, let me just lay it out for everybody. When there's a known pump time, many times they try to fake everybody out before it happens. Did you catch that this morning, Viper? I mean, Buster Lime. I know you caught it, Viper. I mean, Buster, my brain is rattled from doing this. You guys have seen me posting all night long, okay? And I was posting every move before it happened. So, Buster Lime, tell me about that, man. You seen right before the 930 pump, what did they do to the price?
They slung it down.
Yep.
They slung it down. And the thing about it, that's the thing that's been tripping me for a while. I was like, I know I'm not crazy. I've seen it happen over and over a couple of times, but I was like, I don't know what it is, you know?
Yep.
And then because of that effect, and I think it trips up a lot of the traders because you're anticipating this pump at this time, so you enter with that anticipation, not knowing this slingshot thing is going to come before that pump.
Yep.
You know, and and I didn't know what it was. I thought it was just an irregular behavior, you know?
They do it almost every time. It's the entire market. You see, we know these pump and dump times, okay? But the entire market is designed to feed off your emotions, okay? So, right before you think it's going to pump, they'll pull it back first and wreck everybody who went long too early because they weren't aware of this slingshot thing. Okay, so I started posting about this morning, right? And this was at 8:10 a.m. we were at 111,604. Now this is before the 9:30 a.m. stock market pump. Okay, I'm so glad that you guys picked this up because I know you were there, Bust the Line, when it happened. So
Oracle said it's 8 a.m. regardless of drift or price. Let's come back and revisit this at exactly 9:30 and see if we can catch a screenshot of an actual pump.
Right.
This is like getting video footage of a Bigfoot in the wild.
So
8 a.m. screenshot.
So we talked about the slingshot. Okay, the slingshot is many times right before a known pump, they will dump it. And we caught it right here, okay, at 9:03 a.m. Okay, you see there was this dip. This is a 1 hour chart. We use this Coinbase chart because it's so simple, right? But I actually dragged my finger to here and got the price. Look, they broke the whole number of 111,000. Okay, for those of you at home that don't know, okay, we trade according to price. No TA, nothing. No, this even beats the candles to tell us what's going to happen. So everybody in my Discord is trained on how to trade around the Bitcoin numbers, which is critical. So they literally pulled it back. They breached the whole number of 111,000 just before 9:30 a.m. You can see here, 9:05, I posted it. And then from 110,899 at exactly 9:30 a.m., they pumped back past 111,000, almost to the middle range of the next whole number. So this is an ultimate fake out. And then after that known 9:30 pump, okay, and we predicted it exactly as it happened in real time.
Oracle said exactly as predicted before it happened.
So the whole thing here is...
Oracle said, boom, look at the price they bought the dip, it's exactly 9:30. Slingshot. So
they pull it back. Now, I've noticed this because they do this at 4:30 in the afternoon as well. We have another known pump time, which is at 4:30 in the afternoon. We call it the stock market close. Okay, that's another one. And I started noticing, because I've been doing this for 8 years. Many of you guys have been with me for years as well. I started to notice right before the 4:30 pump, if we were around a whole number, and those of you at home that don't know, a whole number, let's go to Bitunex Futures, a whole number in this instance, my screen is frozen, that's great. There you go. In this instance is 111,000. That's what we trade around. And you know what? This price action right here tells us if we're going to go up to the next whole number, 112,000, or if 111,000 is going to break. So, let me do something crazy. You guys have all been watching the charts. Let's go to USDTM. And when we trade here on Bitunex, I like to do 86x on cross leverage with a $3,000 gap so we don't get liquidated. So you guys have seen a breach this morning. In the Discord, you caught it right here. This breach. Tell me somebody want to dare to guess what's going to happen to 111,000?
I'll break again.
Who was that? The anomaly?
No, it's me and Viper at the same time. Mikey Boy and Viper at the same time.
Yep. So why do you think? So all right. So one of you, who, Viper.
Go, Mike. Yes, sir.
You know it's going to bring. You love to short, right?
Yes. Yes. Correct.
Why do you like shorting?
Because it's faster. It's a few minutes and take my money, and then I'll let them do whatever they want, and I'll hit them again at the top. It's so much faster.
Doesn't it feel easier than going long?
Oh, it does.
Gravity is better than hope, bro.
Yeah, gravity is better than hope. Now, there was something else that I taught you guys about called the drift. Okay? When we just watch the price over time, okay, you'll watch that it tends to drift. And does it drift up or does it drift down? And if it if it drifts down far enough and gets near to this range, which we call breaking beams right here, this is like a pattern. Usually we know the whole number is going to break and it sets us up for a great short. So this is kind of, you guys have all been with me for a while, okay? But to everyone else at home, this is rather radical and revolutionary. TPW, you never speak. Bro, you slaughter altcoins like nobody I've ever seen. Are you there? If you don't want to speak, that's okay. But in any case, let's keep going. Hold on, I lost my, there it is, this control button. So, I noticed you guys were all super active in the chat, okay, as part of the Discord, and you were all in this chat room. So, I'm going to leave you for a couple of minutes so you guys can speak on your own. I just want to make coffee, and then I want to come back here. But let's not talk about phishing or anything else. I really want to talk about the behavior of Bitcoin, okay? Also, if people should join the Discord, okay, the link is below. They get a free 5-day pass, what it's like inside, but also about what it's like being together and trading together. So I'm going to mute myself for a couple of minutes, and I'm going to make coffee and come right back. I don't even need to mute myself. I'm quiet. I'll be back. You guys speak. One of you take the lead. I don't know, Anomaly, Mikey Boy, somebody.
I got you.
Fire away, bro.
The best thing about the Discord, the best thing is just being in the group and having support every day. That's the best thing.
Wait, hold that thought. Absolutely. Hold that thought 1 second.
And that's the big new thing, man. I'm excited for it.
Go ahead, hit it, man. It's all yours. The mic is yours. Speak freely.
Yeah, so I'm gonna talk quick. I'm gonna let them guys talk. So this, guys like Viper and Oracle, they got it down to a science. But this Slingshot, for the mid-average trader who's still trying to get to that point, it's a huge development, because now before a trader enters the trade, instead of just anticipating the stock market pump or whatever pump, now he can have in his mind, I have to anticipate the Slingshot. And I think that's what used to trip up a lot of people, because it tripped me up a lot. I would anticipate the pump. I was like, I'm going to get in. Not anticipating the Slingshot, because I didn't know it exists. I didn't know what it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and all that, and I'm sure a lot of times you would enter and think you done screwed up because it starts dumping against you.
Right.
Oh, that happens so many times.
You have to realize, okay, it's fine. You have the gap. Where does it go to? Does it jump far enough that it's going to keep going or not? And that's what I look at. Like, okay, we only went down to like 850. It's not going to keep going. I'm good. Like, I entered. My entry was, I kind of went against protocol. I actually went above 111. But I knew my gap was fine. I knew what was coming. And as long as you know what's coming, you don't like fear and close your trade. You're like, whatever. And then I'm in profit right now. So like, you know what I mean? Like, you just don't be scared of the trade as long as you use the protocol to support what you're doing.
The Slingshot scares away the emos, but for the experienced traders who know what the hell they're doing, you got your shield. You're not going to freak out and close your trade over a little $400, $500 drop, especially speaking from someone who just got out of like 435% max pain. So
right.
You learn to numb your emotions real quick.
Yep. Since I'm the one who deviated last time, I want to shift gears a little bit for Oracle and talk about the Discord. As somebody who's been new to Bitcoin and crypto trading, I think I've been at it 3 or 4 months now. I didn't even know how to fund an exchange. I barely knew what Bitcoin was 6 months ago. Never traded it. Didn't really know anybody.
Wow.
Found Oracle through his ETF Discord and made my way over to the crypto. It took a couple months for things to flip. I'd say about 3 weeks ago, when we had the big change in the Discord, the live chat became very active. Things really started to click for me. Being very active, hanging around the Discord, morning, noon, and night, interacting with all the veteran legendary admins and legendary wolves, really made things click. Where now, I can't tell you I haven't been in bad trades in the past week or so, but I have had 4 wins in a row, no losses yet since I've been back. And nice. I don't think anybody could really successfully trade Bitcoin without being in this Discord and without Oracle's OTEC methods.
I agree 100%, Mikey. I've seen you become a weapon of mass destruction over the past weeks, especially. After you and I got stuck in that trade, I think that was quite a bonding experience. We both got out of that trade in profit, and that just forged us in flames. And that's another point about the Discord. Yeah, it was your best. Trade. What did you make, like 135% off of that bad boy? Something like that?
122. That was my most profitable dollar trade, not percentage, but dollar trade since I've begun. So I owe to Oracle and you guys. It's this place. It's Oracle doesn't ask much from us. He asks a small fee for what used to be the initial consultation. Now I believe it's just a small fee to have access to all the information. You make that back in your first 2 or 3 days.
Easily. And the camaraderie is the important part that I wanted to double down on too, is that's how I started going in the voice chats with Viper, with Mikey. We started trading together, talking about everything, the old and the new, combining new OTEC, old OTEC. Look, the devil's in the details, so to speak. We figured out all of the stuff over time. It started to come together, and this is something that you can't really do by yourself. Like if you're stuck in max pain and you just got a call group, it's emotionless. There's nobody there to support you. I mean, yes, you do need to be an emotionless trader, but you cannot have an emotionless community. You need to have a strong community that supports you, and that's what we got here.
Right, and that's the difference.
Well, like I say, we also, strengthen each other with constantly saying the protocol, constantly like, if you did something, be like, why did you do that? This, or, oh, that's good, you did that because of this type of thing. Whereas you're constantly being reaffirmed the rule, and if you follow the rules, you'll make money. If you don't follow the rules, it's luck. But if you follow the rules, the protocols, at certain points, doing certain things, then I'm going to make money. And if you break those, then you risk the risk.
And that's my situation. I broke protocol. I admit it, and I'm stuck.
Oh my God, this is so awesome listening to this. I wanted to walk away and get my coffee. I didn't even get a chance to do that. Okay, and I don't know how to fix this stupid Zoom so it shows my icon. I don't know why it doesn't. But this is so intriguing to hear you guys talk. And you mentioned the consultation thing. I don't really do them anymore. And I've kind of, if we go like this, right? So you guys all know me from this. For the longest time, I used to do a one-on-one consultation, okay, which would take about an hour, and I would charge 0.03 BTC, okay, which is 0.03. Right now it's $3,500, $3,400, whatever, okay? It's varied. So, but that includes access to the green room, which is where all you guys are. And this is lifetime access. So what I've done is I've made it so that I no longer do the consultations. I'm here with you live, okay? But instead of paying for my consultation, we charge a yearly fee, which is less than this, to enter the Discord. First, you get in for free. You see everything except one locked room. That room only comes for paid members, okay? And that room replaces my consultation, because you guys talked about the change on September 3rd when the whole Discord changed, and that's when we went. I lost my train of thought for a second. When we made the major shift, and what I did was we created the Legends room. You guys all became gold color. All of you had my consultation, but for new people that come in and join, we created the Legends consultation assets. That is in there. I've recorded my most recent consultation for you guys to absorb, okay, over and over. And so we shifted from me having to do consultations to this being more of a real-time, in-person experience. You can still learn from the consultation, but guys, what about the DTU? I mean, anybody want to speak about this?
Holy hell. Yeah, I can speak about it. I actually got a perfect example here. If we actually look at the play-by-play that you did, And before we had the amazing epic dumping for the pre-witching hour and into the witching hour, you did a play-by-play, hour by hour. Just watch. It was all the way from the bus pump until the PM pump at 8 p.m. And just watching that play-by-play, literally, it's so valuable. You can literally see what's going to happen later.
Yep.
When you see that play-by-play, it teaches you the one thing you keep pounding into everyone's head. Watch the 1 hour. You go hour by hour, see what it's doing. And I was able to catch all of these shorts afterwards because of what you talked about, how green was weakening, how it was failing the pencil test, the old and the new.
Yep.
And when exactly this. When you saw that fail the pencil test, you remember we were talking about that, and what happened? Boom.
Yep.
Red indecisives got weak, and then dump. Witching hour is back.
Yeah, you love that. I can hear it in your voice. The witching hour is back.
Love it. It is the best.
Oh, the witch has been around for years. And it's almost down. As long as you see it coming, you can make a ton of crypto. You can't guess. You got to catch it. And the way to catch it, anomaly. You start looking at the price, and you start looking at the 1 hour candle. How simple is that? Once you see it coming, and it's almost like it's scheduled every night. It's like the reverse crypto fairy. All the people that went to sleep long, she comes and just sweeps them out and pays us, okay, and then walks away. And by morning, it's starting to pump again, and they can't figure out what happened to their money. They got liquidated in the overnight witching hour.
Yeah. It's literally the best thing that we've ever had. Ever since it's been around since I was in the Discord 6 years ago. So it's been around for as long as I can remember.
Let me show you something. How long that's been around? Okay, this is 4 years ago. Before I was shadow banned, I used to get 50,000 views, whatever. Okay, but look, witching hour 4 years ago. The same play. Let's see if we can catch what the price was in Bitcoin. $57,000 Bitcoin. So we've been trading Bitcoin from 5,000 to 120,000 and devastating it. This was in the middle of the night, catching the witching hour, 27%. 0.07. I wonder what that's worth today. So that trade was up $8,000 in that moment, whatever. But we've been doing this forever, and it's only evolved. Now we know the exact numbers, the prices where people buy in. We know when it's going to fade out, like the velocity. Okay, have you guys noticed the velocity over the whole number shows the strength or weakness?
Oh yeah,
absolutely,
yep, for sure.
Yeah.
People at home have
the indicator scores.
People at home have no idea what we're talking about. Do you know that? They have no idea. And this is why when we look here, right, in the testimonial room, is on fire, even with shit tokens that nobody's ever heard of.
Nil Green 3 said plus 127% Uxlink short.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Look at TPW. I told you, he's a legend.
W1231 said 333% short Uxlink.
Okay, look, here he is again. Look at this.
TPW1231 said 733% short Uxlink.
There's 154 new messages here since the last time I was here. This is crazy, okay?
Jay Gibbons said 63% short Trump 75x took a nap was down 65% cam back 63 and 3 HRS.
Oh my god, this is legendary.
Francis said plus 55% at short Tayo. TPW1231 said 229.
Wait a minute, wait, and somebody's posting now in real time. TPW made 514% short, and then he flipped and got 229% long. That's insane. And there's somebody typing right now. I just seen it active. So, all right, now I need to, hold on, where are we? All right, so we're in the middles. Right now we're in the middles. What do we think about the middles, anyone?
We take a nap. We take a nap until they decide
walk away.
Perfect. Look at the middles. Look, the most dangerous place to trade. The most dangerous place to trade is the middle. Everything that we do is like a cheat code. All right, you guys talk for a minute. Let me get my pause button back. There we are.
Go get your coffee.
Yeah, I've been wanting coffee for the longest time. I just keep losing my pause button. Hold on.
Don't worry, we got this.
Hold on. Oh, look at this shit Fandango on my desktop. Okay, we need that. Oh, look what I did to my
just
chart.
to let you know, TPW is not here.
He's, I tell you, I don't mess with the altcoins because I have such a smooth system with Bitcoin, right? That it's like, I laugh at altcoins. But when I see his returns, it's insane. It's literally insane. And he gets it in both directions. I like Bitcoin because even at 86x, it's predictable. I know what's going to happen next. Okay? With an altcoin, man, I even caution people on how much leverage to use, and I'm the king of degenerate high-speed leverage. But, I mean, that's why I wanted him to talk about it. I mean, you guys all see what he does, and a lot of you, are any of you guys into the altcoins? You want to talk about altcoins? Anybody gone savage on them? Or is it just TPW?
I think it's a few guys, but they're not active talkers in here. The ones who really crush it with the alts, they're silent. They're like ghosts. they just show up, they take their 800% and they go fuck off.
That is so epic. You know how many people there are in this group that don't talk, that make a fuck ton of money? They're just like, they don't give a fuck. They don't say a fucking word. They don't post, they don't do nothing, but they're in the shadows and they're crushing it. I mean, I get people that DM me and they're like, Oracle, don't say anything in this group about this, but holy fuck. You know, I get shit like that. It's crazy.
Yep.
That'll be me soon.
Yeah, there's some real ghosts in here that make insane money.
All right, no fish talk. I'll be back.
Don't worry, we're not going to make that same mistake again. All right. Yeah, so guys, were you paying attention to that play-by-play I was talking about yesterday? That was just crazy because we were able to just see everything happening in real time, and that's just the epitome of what Oracle teaches now, which is watch the 1 hour. And that's how we go now. We go hour by hour. We do war formations on the 1 hour. And Viper, you talked about this often too, in context to the witch. Okay, so nothing happens 12. Okay, no opportunities, come back, look at 1 for the next opportunity. No opportunities, come back at 2. No opportunities, come back at 3. So it's just lather, rinse, repeat. Look at every single 1 hour for the right setup, the right opportunity, and play this game hour by hour.
And if you have to narrow it down to the critical times.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't check every hour, check at the critical times.
That's right. That's right.
Because there's plenty.
You don't have to be here. You don't have to be here every hour, but when you are here, it's important to obviously check the 1 hour and to be, as Mikey said, very mindful of the critical times. Because, you know, you could look at the 1 hour and say, oh, it's red, and then it's AM pump time. Nope. Don't get faked out, don't enter.
Is your Coinbase chart, that 1 hour Coinbase chart. You can be away, look at it, see it's moving the way you want it to get an entry, and run to your computer. That's also
I love that
piece
chart.
of a new OTEC too.
Same, Mikey. That one's great too because it also shows you the coordinates too. So you can also see the high and the low for the hour. So it's very, very useful. Great,
it's one of our major
whenever
OTEC
you're walking
tools
away.
as well. That's a critical tool.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oracle uses it all the time. It's critical for everything, for entries, for exits, and just for you to see what the market's doing.
Hey, so you guys were talking about the 1 hour. Do a analyzation of the 1 hour right now, because I'm looking at it, and it seems like it's flipping, right?
It actually just printed a new one the moment you spoke. Now it's green. So I think now you know. I think it did an analysis for you. There you go.
Yeah,
so
the printed
yeah,
is an Indy, and now the new one is a small green. With a small
exactly.
red.
So
Okay.
when you see an Indy like that, a green Indy, you pay attention to the price. And if it's pushed past the middle of the candle body, it means that it's going to be the next candle's going to be green. long story short, essentially it pushes past the middle. You can get an idea of what the next candle's going to be. We called this concept the ghost candle, if you remember.
Yep.
Bust the line
Yeah.
from the early days.
You should be able to
Yeah.
predict
Ghost
the next
candle.
candle. To be successful,
The
you
idea
have
is-
to be able to predict the next candle.
Exactly.
That's part of getting it.
Exactly, Mikey. Predicting
And
the
also-
next candle. That's the
And
critical
also
thing.
give it time to form also.
Yeah.
Correct.
That too. That too.
And it
'Cause you
also
can see
has
this
an
now.
insertion.
Yeah. You see now how this is strong, right? But it could push down again. I'm not saying it will. I mean, now we're going into bust pump times. It's a critical time to look out for. But this can push lower, it can push higher, so you need to give it time to form. The moment it prints is not the time to jump in and do something. You got to give it a little bit of time first.
Yep.
And then we're in the
jump in
middle.
before that 1 hour candle prints. Wait, if you're like a minute or two before the candle, 5 minutes before the candle, let it print first. Then
Yep.
make your decision.
And then we can look at
Got that from
price.
you.
Yeah.
That was a
Still
Viper
hanging
tip
out
for
in the
sure.
middle.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
that's
was
the main
going to
thing.
say. Right now, pay attention to price too. We're in the middles. That also is a very important factor. Someone could see this and think, "Oh, we're trending green." Well, we're in the middles.
We're trending
So
choppy.
you do. Yeah,
Chop, chop.
chop, chop. Exactly. If you look at the
No
3
trade
minute, we're in
zone. No
chop.
trade zone. Chop, chop is a no trade zone. Middles, chop, no trade.
That's right. And
Yeah, make
another
sure we're
thing
not
I talked
drifting
about.
now. Now it looks like we're drifting a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. One
All it does is
important
go
thing
up and
too.
down.
One important thing too, and Oracle's been doing this since the very, very early days, is to go if you're going off of coordinates, use BitMEX, because right now there's a bit of a difference between the price on tuna.
Yeah, there's always a
And you'll see that even if it says 300, like 350 something here, it would say 400 and some change, a little bit higher. So now we are in the middles on BitMEX. Even though
Yep.
it's drifting below 400 here, we could say on tuna, oh, we're getting out of the middles now, we're drifting lower. But actually, if you go on BitMEX,
You're
BitMEX
still
is
dead
what
in
you
the
want to
middles, yep.
use for. Exactly, you're in the middles, and BitMEX is what you want to look at for coordinates. I
that-
wrote
and
a
that's what some
really,
people may
really
not
long
realize.
thing in the group.
Yeah, most people don't realize all the exchanges have different prices. They can be $100, $120 apart. So you always have to
Yeah.
pay attention to the one you're trading on because that's where your money is. But the coordinates, as Anomaly said, are all based on BitMEX. That's why
Correct.
Oracle prefers two screens, BitMEX and then his BitSunex screen for the actual trade.
And all of us, we trade the same here. All of us who are trading for a while now, we all use the same. It's just better to do the same setup because it works. And when it comes to coordinates, like Mikey said, BitMEX is accurate, but obviously you need to be watching the exchange you're trading on. Bitunix matters because that's also when you're going to enter and exit the trade. But when it comes to coordinates, you're going to know when they hit, when they tap, when the 086, the 113, the 226, the 888, when all of those hit. You're going to see that on BitMEX, and it's going to be accurate because you could see it on tuna. You could say, oh, the 086 hit, but actually it wasn't even the 113 on BitMEX.
Right.
So BitMEX is very important for those fine details because the difference between breaking 2 beams and breaking 1 beam is massive for entries and exits. Really, it can be the difference between a reversal and breaking through the coordinates, and that's very,
That's
very
something I
important
started
to
doing
keep in
this week.
mind.
I hadn't done that before, but now I'm exclusively using the BitMEX for the coordinates. I hadn't done that up until this week.
I wasn't doing it till 2 weeks ago. Before that, I was going off of tuna, and I was starting to realize, hey, there's a bit of a discrepancy here. I'm noticing that, we tapped the 086. Why isn't it breaking further down? But no, actually, if you look on BitMEX, it's hovering above 113 at that point. So those tiny details do matter when it comes to coordinates and for making
And you're
any
not going to get
decisions.
that without being in the Discord and hanging out regularly and chatting with people and asking questions. You're just not going to get that kind of information.
You don't get that support system. Even if you had access to just the DTU, it wouldn't be enough for you to really win in here. The DTU, you can get a lot of great info in there, but it's not enough. The support of the community and the consistency of showing up, going in there, asking questions, trading, learning, jumping in the live chat, being guided. It all comes together. It's you need the full package. You can't just get one part of it. The full package is what you need to succeed in here.
For sure.
Yeah.
You need to be active. You need to be active. You need to ask questions. You need to be around. You have to be engaged.
Absolutely.
You have to be immersed. You'll never get it. You'll never get it if you're not fully engaged.
So here's a perfect example live now on the charts, because people may be thinking right now we're in 367, right? So you may think we're drifting below the middles, but if you look on BitMEX now, we're at 111.449, still the middles. So very, very important to note the difference between those two when you're looking at coordinates. But yeah,
100%.
it's been nothing but amazing, and actually the past days have been especially rewarding because we've started to go back to our normal patterns again, and I've been really excited about that now we have that predictability factor. Before, it was like, oh, let's keep an eye out for the witch, for the AM pump now. Oh, actually it pumped through the whole night and then pumped through part of the day and then dumped in the morning. And just having that predictability factor is really a great thing. But regardless of whether we have it or not, coordinates, direction, these things still matter, because even if the market, let's say the market is super manipulated, you can still win. It's not like, oh, people are propping up the market, okay, suddenly you can't trade. No, Oracle's principles apply no matter what the market does. So we don't care what the market does. We just have to be prepared for it. And that's what the experience teaches you. After seeing it enough times, you just get the intuition. You know exactly what the hell's going to happen next. Like the Slingshot, for example.
Or like the coordinates breaking. I didn't want to interrupt you. I just walked by. I'm watching what's happening to the price. Are you guys seeing what's happening?
Yep.
We are in, what did we learn today? The word?
The drift.
The drift. We are drifting. We are drifting down.
Drifting.
111 already broke. We know what nobody else knows. We know it's going to break again. It's been weakened. We also are aware that it's 11 a.m. and there's a phenomenon sometimes around 1 p.m. called the bus pump. That's the next known pump time. So most likely they're getting ready to do another slingshot. Look at the numbers. It's breaking down. It's going to go down to the 110,888 again and wipe them out and fill up my testimonial room again.
Oh yeah, this does look like a classic Slingshot setup right now.
Look, they're breaking the coordinates. I mean, if I come back down here, hold on, let me reduce the screen. This really gives us validity for a proof of concept. Everything we said. 226 is just broken. Okay, hold on. I lost my track there. 226, 113, and 086. These are the beams breaking down. And it's happening right now. As a matter of fact, you know what? You guys have been phenomenal. This has been 40 minutes. Let me stop this part, and we can start again, continue another one. Because if I make it too long of a YouTube video, people turn off because they don't want to make money. Okay, they want to TikTok themselves to death in the mirror. Anyway. So links are below. Should they come into the Discord? What should they do when they come in? Should they say hello? I mean, what do we do?
Yes, say hello. Get your 5-day pass.
Epic.
It's free. Come on, just get it.
Yeah.
See what we're all about. And then pay the money, because you're going to see it's fucking worth it.
Yep. Anyway, the best part is nobody knows how much it costs until the end of their 5 days. But it's an epic deal.
It's worth it.
Yeah, the links are below. Let's go ahead and stop this part. Boom.